Welcome. I just got back from France. You've had the hour-and-a-half video, so you've been held over until this one. I'm in a French mood, so without further ado, let's delve into it. This is the Pankraker Showbag update. Titles bullshit. So yeah, a review of the of the festival, I guess, and some music and things I got in honor of the Danish contingent that was there. Mouth of Hell with Endless Glory, a tape I picked up on Nattetale when the Kriegstjorn dropped. Kriegstjorn, I guess. But we'll dive into that later. This was, recommended to me again by them at the festival, but I already had it in. So yeah, good one. Not per se from people we know, but recorded in 2022. Might still be up. This is a update. I went to the festival. There were some people that I never met. That this was the first time. There were people I have known for a long time, and as you can imagine, a lot of people had stuff for me. That we just ordered together, or just from distros that we were waiting on a moment to see each other. So there's stuff to get into. I'll talk about the bands and the playing and whatever, and then there's the Asrar update as the Venom in the tail. But yeah, let's delve in. I am going to do paperwork first, as per usual. The Greater Glory Media distro was there. He's working in close partnership with the guys that are from Ramschap that do the Heralds of Unlight. This is the second one. Kira, Nawarajan, I guess, from Germany. Kira's from Finland, of course, and then Filth, the second show in the Netherlands. Not sold out, so definitely worth checking out. Then there's Bastille Burst. There was some of that at the festival. I got 2 magazines from Phantom Lure. I met Jay at the fest. I was talking to him for a while, actually. He was one of the people I was interested in doing a video interview with, but he gracefully declined for now. Great label, a lot of comfy synth, a lot of dungeon synth-esque stuff, but he's doing everything, as you can see by what's coming up. He also is starting to have a interesting distro. A lot of stuff to delve into. For shits and giggles, he made these 2 zines. This is the Phantom Lure magazine issue 2 and 1. One is Easter 2023, and then the other one is Bloomsday 2023. So spring, I guess. There you go. 2. It is pure dungeon synth. Articles, but you have beautiful pictures of Marilyn Monroe. It is in those kind of themes that you have to look for it. There's not much black metal in here. Not necessary, but yeah. Flyer for some releases. But yeah. We had a nice chat, actually. There you go. So I hung out with him the first part of the festival mostly. And then smoking a pipe. Very comfy. Comfy synth is so yeah, you know what to expect. There's a huge dose of humor, as by example of the Burzum record they are doing. This one will show up. What else is in here? Yeah. Well, this is a very good looking release. I don't know what it sounds like. Yeah, he has the Siege Obsessed coming out. There's a lot to delve into soon. And this is the Comfy Easter Fest Sunday in 1923, which I thought was a great touch. Then the last zine and what the day was all about. This is the lineup, or the flyer for the show. Yeah, I'll start at the bottom. Morbid Rituals from Germany played. They were okay. They was kind of Beherit, kind of Samael stuff. They kind of fell apart in the faster parts, but that was just intensity. Let's call it intensity. Onigort, which I played the tape in the last one, they played a very good set, I think. Witchfucker, I saw a bit. There was this two trash bands, Witchfucker and Sphinx, which were not bad. I didn't see one bad band, but Dolem Bezweerder was Maurice, I should say. Very good set, very loud, very Maurice, but then black metal, I guess. Hell Conjurer, Also a great set. One guy on stage with a backtrack from the laptop, but the backtrack was a little bit too low, but you could hear him over the, so it's okay. Then Gabstock, which killed it. Yeah, I'm going to blow smoke up their ass the entire video, and then Baksak Saksa to end the evening when they played Catacomb Cult, which was basically the first track I already was lost. And then there's this on the back, very cool flyer actually. My voice, it's still in French. He had new stickers, one's on the car already, of this logo. Don't know who it's designed by. And then this is the flyer for the Hail Conjurer. Nice pink and black, like Sylvester Anfang. Is there anything else in here? No. This came if you had bought an early bird, I guess. I was pre-early birds, but I still got it. This is the Pankraker magazine number 2, the Dutch black metal special part 2. There's a part 1, of course, in the same format as this. In this issue, Edito Turia Libertas and the entire Harises Novio Magi crew, which popped up a few years ago by now. I think last year, maybe the last release. They played Roadburn and stuff like that, but it seems they are done, the entire scene, or Turia mainly, I guess. Then there's Botulistum, Maurice de Jong shows back up here, and then Irwish, Azanul, and Landklank. Very good interview there. I read the Botulistum completely, and then the last one, but yeah. There's a lot of text in here, and as you can see, it's always, when you open it, it's A4, but written small. I'll show some artwork. I think there's this one with a black flag. I think that's O. And then there's, of course, the Maniacs from Botulistum. What else? I think there's more Botulistum. But from the demo and stuff like that, so yeah, Maurice. Right. Something more. It's a zine worthwhile of picking up. Here is the band photo for the last interview, which should tell you everything you need. But there you go. Yeah, limited to 250, so I guess support them because it's probably not sold out. Brave number. We'll do the shirts and then we'll go into the records. We're still listening to Endless Glory. Great tape. First thing came from Jules. He ordered from the Hutchin Pit straight, and we took a gamble on the import, and it was okay. Came in this nifty Fred Perry bag, blue with the gold, and then it was, of course, the Accurate Portal Incantation shirt, the headrest, cracked headrest logo, of course, by Odious. And there you go. Odious is with his, I don't know what this guy is called, but there's some text on here. Vicious Hexist manifested on the final cry. I don't know what his name is going to be. Squalor and Pain, a disavowed kin, Black Clot. There you go, from the deepest pits of the north of England. Mr. Ashburn, thank you. Then I supported Morbid Rituals because they were very young people, 2 guys and a girl, and then they had this roadie slash, I don't know, sold me this one for 15. It is a bit of a scheisse quality, but it'll do. Yeah, the artwork from the cover. And then I bought the long sleeve and got the t-shirt. I'll build it up to the long sleeve because it's insane like Gobstock is, but this is the Gobstock shirts. It has some words on here, but yeah. En nie betitning of wat scooter, something like that. There we go. I can't make anything out of it. It has a Gobstock logo, but is he sucking off blood? I don't know what picture that is from. Gobstock. And then the batshit insane long sleeve with him, and then on the back it is from the fly, but then when he is transforming, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, it has a nice sleeve print of him deteriorating. There you go. Wow. So yeah, I had a great time with those Danish guys. Are they popping back up now? So let's talk. Yeah, Gobstock was there, basically a 2-man band. Talked about them a lot. But they brought 2 extra people that were close or near and dear to my heart, or their music or bands are. So we had some great conversations. I bought a records or a recommendation on the spot there. A Danish band, Wolflair, I think. So yeah, we had a great night. A lot of beers. And there was even a fight, but that was after us. We didn't do it. So yeah, thank you to those guys for the shirt and the guest fun evening and the beers. We are having cranberry juice. Okay, we're going to cut here. I think everybody, I need to thank Peter actually, and Jurgen and Jules and Babylon and a lot of people that were there, and probably the Prince of Darkness was even there, so thank you, yeah. But yeah, thank you to Peter for that lineup, for incredible day, so thank you. See you in part 2. Before we dive into the distro pile and records that I bought there, I have to thank one more person, and that's Jay, for letting go of these Australian gems. 2 7-inches and a tape. The first one is Native Glow Demo 1 of the projects from Matthew from Carved Cross. Blank tape, as you can imagine. This is on Our Father who art in heaven, remain there. Recorded in the Winterreich Dungeon 2020. So yeah, a Corona project, I don't know. Nothing to do with it, just the year, the blessed year. A non-disturbance, worship my face undone, bitter conceit and squalor, my only solace. And E, not going to nocturnal emissions, I guess. Yeah, there you go. A tape, and then I asked Jay for the tape a long time ago to keep it for me because it was on his Discogs, but then his page disappeared and it popped up under a different name, and all of a sudden he had also these 2. These are the Forbidden Citadel of Spirits splits with Satanize, I think, yes, and with Ceremony. I'll start here first. This is the one with Satanize, Portuguese band, pretty sure. In the beginning I thought Carved Cross was also Portuguese because Simulax was doing it. I don't know why, but a long time ago. This is on Discipline Records, great label that did a lot of good stuff before it morphed into the one we really love. Love this too, but yeah. Simple 7-inch, yeah, Satanize, I don't know, Until Life Nature, Palma in Ut Malum, and then the Forbidden Citadel of Spirits Blood Ritual Rehearsal, improvised in the Winterreich Dungeon in 2008. Limited, yeah, I don't know how much, this is 211. So yeah, an improvised track by the black metal contingent of the Overuse, the maybe earliest black metal contingent, or one of them, from the Overuse guys, or the Carved Cross guys. That's one, so thank you for the tape and the Satanize split, but the one that I was after for a long time, everything, but you know, is this one with Ceremony. There you go. I could be blanking, but there are a lot of ceremonies. It's not the, you know, punk ceremony, but I think it's one of their bands, but more, yeah, not in the same vein as Forbidden Citadel. It is a paper, there you go, paper fold-over booklet, actually, a mini zine with this freaky picture, and then there is a text in Latin. Very simple, very dark. Only death is real, and there is something in ruins, also on Discipline. These are gems. He said, I'm just not listening to it anymore, so it could go. But, he is a serious collector, but I think he has been buying a lot in this kind of periods, but is more into different kind of stuff, more old school, even more old school. I was thinking today that the periods, it will come up in a different record because it reminded me, or a different video, but the periods from 2014 to about, I think 2017 will be, every period has shits, but I think that was the rebirth of the second underground or something like that, because it's even before I was really aware of it. But if you look at what came out there and look for the gems there, something like this, for example, really dark underground stuff that a lot of people didn't know actually. Yeah, it ties into the entire birth of the raw black metal, or the new raw black metal. Bedreich. There you go. So Jay, thank you very much. Then into the Phantom Lure portion, and then the Gramschap or the Greater Glory Media. He had this for me. I didn't buy anything from Ixiol for a long time, I guess. Did I kicked the stand? I don't know. Didn't buy anything from Ixiol in a long time because I was kind of tired of the entire tra. That was where I drew the line for the newer black metal stuff. I listened to his interview with the Sharpest Blade guys, or the podcast they did. I'm blanking on. It was with Black Occult, but that was too much. The fairy talk was too much. Then the scope went back on because they are not doing tra solo. They are doing a lot of good shit, and this was recommended to me by a lot of people. Dotskvat at the time it came out, with Compendium Chronique 1 and Chronique 2. A Norwegian, kind of young, I think. They have 2 demos out. This is Compendium, so and it is death metal, but it has a lot of, not crust, but there's hints of crust, let's say, and then there's of course the black metal that shines through. But yeah, it's mostly death metal, not necrotic, but it goes into that doomy territory here and there. It's in German. Let's see, can I look at anything? No, text-wise, the only thing I can see is rot. So yeah. Victor Vasnetsov, Knight of the Crossroads, from 1882, 100 years before I was born. This painting was made. Good. But yeah, there's something here worthwhile, I guess, but it's only for the Norwegians among us. Demo compilation, there will be a few, but yeah, that logo looks mighty familiar, or that ancient artwork, I should say. Yeah, it's a good. I didn't buy too many death metal in the last, I don't know, year maybe. But yeah, it's good that there is some of that sound creeping back in, because I like it a lot, and it brings a bit of variety. I think the record is done. The tape is done. Yes. Let's see if the B-side is the same. So yeah, that is one more time. Dots Cut. Yeah, I checked if Phantom Lure had one of these, because the Ixiol is not. It's expensive shit to get, so that's mainly why my scope was off it, because expensive records. I have the trial for sale. One is already gone, the Neverland, I guess. We'll do the Phantom Lure on the strength of this one, because it's really about the fest, I guess. I was talking to Jurgen. I asked the guy from Greater Glory Media if he was the guy from Phantom Lure by mistake. I should have known, because looking through the records, it was obvious. But then he introduced himself to me. We've been talking on Instagram for a bit, mainly about records, music stuff, but a lot of things, scrolling back into it to look for stuff. So yeah, a great guy who has been in the scene since Skeld Up, and that should tell you everything and nothing according to who you are on this channel. But he has Phantom Lure, a label that once again mainly does County Synth, Dungeon Synth, and there's some black metal. He did Garden Noir stuff that I sadly missed, but it was a compilation, so I wasn't too angry. But he also does Friedhof, Siegfried, all the monikers you want to put on them. The one here is the Ruprecht 4500 Sankt Nimmer Leinstag. There you go. I wore the shirt, the Friedhof shirt, and the last one we'll talk about this record. And this was put out through Mons and Efeu. I don't know where they are at the moment. 35, Jesus. And Phantom Lure, of course, Siegfried.com. Yeah. .doh, I'm not sure. We have bonkers artwork, of course, by the master of Galaxant, I think. I think you should put him at number 1. The rest is what Phantom Lure does best is cosmetics, and this pressing is very close to incredible, if not incredible. If I did one of those vinyl challenges, once again, that asked for your most beautiful vinyl pressing of the year, this can be it or will be it, I'm not sure. It has this butt ugly poster of a gremlin or a Santa's goblin elf. What this is pure Euro dance gabber mix party music. This has nothing to do with black metal except for aesthetics, except for his aesthetics. Very young guy that does some interesting stuff if you are more open-minded than just black. But I think we are, because we are going into Techno Viking. Techno Viking is William's project on Aske that runs in the same circles as this, but it is a bit more Aske than it is Friedhof. This is more grimy, industrial, not industrial, but the feel is always industrial, abrasive with everything Aske does, but it also translates into his more electronic stuff. Like this is gabber, this is techno, but it's not. It's mainly gabber. I'm not going to get it out because it's actually a bitch to get in. It's just a paper folded, but it's perfect for this one. It's on Vivo Morte, so this is the, I guess, most effort and least effort, because a lot of these copies were scratched up, and Jay from Phantom Lore got one in the end and decided to sell it to me. So yeah. Jay, thank you very much for this one. It will be treasured within the collection when the Aske pile. I'm going to change the tape, do something about my throat, and then we're going into the Greater Glory Media with some old school stuff. Okay, next parts. We're doing it in parts. I've put on that Native Glow with Demo 1 purely because I really haven't listened to it too much. Vacation time, no Walkman. There you go. Definitely not something electronic or dungeon synth. The Kriegstjörn will show up later. Did the 7 inches, did that. Now we are into, I guess, the Greater Glory Media update. A great distro that popped up in the under the wings of Gramschap. I was always under the impression that it was all N who was doing it, but it seems split up. That's all I can say about it. Just because I don't know more. Once again, the Heralds of Onlight is going to be unbelievable, but that will show up more. I think I got 5 records from him, just because it's a very nice, small but curated distro. I think he almost had every release in the store with him. So yeah, this is the throat. Har Shatan with Manum Inicere Alicium, something like that. Latin, even worse than my Danish or Polish. I think Germany, I'm not sure. This was not recommended to me per se by Demsicle, but I know he loved this record. That, and the fact that it is on the Sinister Flame, who are doing some really great work. They are doing a compilation that is going to be out of this world, I think, if you're into black metal. Back to Har Shatan, I think a German guy, pretty sure. One-man project. Very doomy, black metal, death metal, very slow. Kind of harks back into Greece stuff, or Greek stuff, I should say. I haven't listened to it a ton, but it is a good record. It is very mid-paced, but a lot of good guitar work in here too. Yeah, don't like the back cover too much. It kind of delves or comes from a different world, I think. Love the Scepter piece with the lyrics, and then I think his portrait, or I don't know, I'm hoping his portrait. He is sitting with a sword, of course, loyalty until death. But yeah, if you're into mid-paced doom black, this is a record to look into. I think this is a grower for sure. The more I'm going to listen to it, the more I like it, because it's not because I'm leaning back into death metal, but all the proto stuff I'm listening to, it's always mid-bass or slow. Always. There's a good contingent of that within the beginnings, so this will fit in nicely within that. Like I said, he has, I think, 2 more demos, or 2 releases. Let's call it releases. 2 more releases. Very cool artwork. I'm not sure by who, but think a Belgian painter. And then Nuclear War Now is represented in those bins. Of course, this is Ceremony with Ceremony of the Goats, Texas black metal or Texan black metal band, re-released by Nuclear War Now. Good release. I got this in from Jesus, that was worth the wait. The Drawing Down the Moon picture disc. That will show up later. We are now at the Ceremony of the Goats. A 4-piece from Mexico, like I said. Where are they from? This is Nuclear War Now, and then links in back to Bestial Burst, of course. From 92 and 93, a demo compilation. Yeah, these two demos. This was the cover of the first demo, the tape, I guess. And then the boys in a field looking for tacos. Just a black slab of vinyl. There's no color necessary on this one. I haven't delved into it too much, just because I have a lot of demo comps here and there's just too much to delve into even for me. But yeah, comes with a booklet that I've looked into, and there's a very funny thing in here. The text or the thanks list is in Mexican or in Spanish, as you can imagine. Matamoros, Tams, Mexico. Let's see, there's some flyer for a show with sadistic intent, maybe? No. Ceremony, Dark Side, and Genocide. It's too early for the other one. But yeah, the pictures are. There's one. They are standing in front of this cute blanket with lions, as you can see there. A rather cute, sad lion. But yeah, very cool re-release actually. But this picture, there's another picture in the field, but the one I wanted to show you is this one. I love this one, the cross line. But then with the fucking black metal. So yeah, there's some more pictures in here, and then some more lyrics and text. But like I said, it's all to tape read. Tribudores y tape traders escriban todas las cartas serán contestadas. Juan N, Daniel, Juan S, and Juan G. Jesus, this shit is writing itself. All traders are welcome. But yeah, very cool release and a very cool band. The thing and the touch, it's always nice to see. It's flooded in red here. So just those little touches. I think the second demo was red, maybe. Not sure. Let's see what they are writing. Obscure 90s Texas black metal in the vein of early Profanatica, Masochist, and Dark Throne. Masochist and Profanatica, of course, the US bands. This LP collects their two demos from 92 and 93 and is accompanied by a booklet containing archival images from their early days. Now this is a nice booklet, a nice release, but I have to think on how to store the Beherit. That's how nice of a release that is. The booklet is so thick, I need a separate sleeve for it. Insane. Why they didn't use the basketball ring photo that they had on the promo, I'll never know, but that's for another video. Cheers. Beherit. Then, around the same time, I have to think. Yeah, I think so. I finally picked up the Naked Whipper releases. This is Paint Streaks, and I bought this one first and then went back for the other one, thinking that it would be gone, but it is never gone, of course. Released on Iron Bonehead Records. They did a very nice release. Naked Whipper is from Germany and it started in, I think, 98, or I'm throwing everything together. But it is Sado grind metal, played by Dominus AS. And they got to my attention just because, of course, Iron Bonehead was doing the re-releases, but the New Era zine, I think the second one, had a Naked Whipper interview saying, talking about their past and saying that they would be back, and now they are playing in these. This is one of the bands that I'm thinking about going to Iron Bone and Nuclear War Now Fest at the end of the year, but it's just in my head, it's impossible. Chris Moyen art, there you go. Very sick. It is of the time. They have this kind of Beherit-ish, but it's just a Baphomet, so I don't know. This is the full length with some live tracks thrown on here. The live set is from track sites on the side B tracks, sorry, recorded live at 94 at Waldpforte Mannheim. But yeah. He's basically a solo artist that is accompanied by session members on Pain Streaks, I think also his live band from Malafar, Oliver Kopp, Michael Teutenberg and Marcus Winterstein. I think when they are playing live now, he is going to be accompanied by Paksaksa. Listen, XA there. So yeah, very nice re-release, archival re-release almost, but you know, we came from Drawing Down the Moon into Ceremony and then this one, but done to perfection. There's nothing more. There's the source material is just demo material, or you know, not demo material, but the artwork is so good that you don't need too much more. But yeah, Sado grind metal. Is there anything more that I saw in the text? So yeah, back to 92. I don't know where 89 or that's the other one. That's the next one. A tribute to the underground and Sado grind metal. So 92 they started. I think 92, 94 is the EP and then the full. But yeah, I love his short hair look. It's incredible. Very army pants, the long sleeve, and then that buzz cut with soul with sunglasses. Great look. Did I show the poster? Yes, I did. The second one that I picked up is then the Moloch and the Moloch Acid Orchid. There you go. Different kind of cover. This was the EP and a promo, I guess. Moloch Acid Orchid and the self-titled EP. There you go. Shown together. Like the full is maximized with the live tracks. This is maximized by putting the two EPs together. They played live in Germany, 94, 93, recording session 93. So yeah, there's a lot in here. Like I said, two bands that were his backing band, I guess, were Malafar and Nectophobic. So yeah, Return to the Stage is what's printed here. So there you go. SOB. It was mixed and recorded during June, July 95, so I guess timeline, I don't know. This is the cover once again, and then that was the flyer. This is the great logo. So yeah, really intense. I think live it would be, I don't know now, they are claiming it's the same, but I think at that time, the Sado grind metal, it is grind, it is dead, it is black, of course, trash, all into one. But then with the theme or the themes of these, I don't see titles right now, but maybe in the back. Pain Streaks, Pagan Pussy Gore Intruder, The Ultimate Molester, War of Damnation, Perverse Delight, Nun Rider, I don't know. Naked Whipper, of course. Hyper Incest. Incredible. Yeah, and then it has a live track. Hyper Incest. Okay, one more. Jesus, I need to go to Berlin. I'm amusing myself immensely. I'll dive into the next one when I stop laughing. Bye. Yes, I stopped laughing at my own joke or my own cringe. This is Kriegstjörn with Mot Gudders Svig. The promo that came out for this one that is upcoming, but yeah. Check it out if you are into the Corrupt Sun Circle, but the coldest of the Corrupt Sun Circle. Yeah. And please check out Naked Whipper, those titles alone. Hyper Incest had me. It wasn't even my joke, it was his joke. Here we go. Zemiel with Sleeping Under Tartarus on the label that just popped up, the Sinister Flame and Dark Descent. Decided to pick it up. I saw the cover. I think it came through on a t-shirt, maybe by one of the the LA guys that are printing shirts who had the book this week. But I just picked it up on the cover and I read about it a bit on the back. Artwork was from '92, so that gave me a hint. This is a Greek one-man project by Vorskat Necroslaughter 91-92. So yeah, mixed at the Molom Lave Studios in Athens. Anything more on here? Necromaniac and Necrosauron were on bass and drums of war duty. There's a Facebook even. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. But yeah, doomy, yeah, old Greek, black metal, proto black metal, whatever you want. But this is just a demo or the 7-inch put on vinyl. Love the picture on the back, one of the Greek caves he is in, looking for the Minotaur. Sleeping under Tartarus, the title track, falling into the Apsu, the Scorch of the Kingdom. So yeah, 92 remastered for 2022. Some weird things there, but yeah, just basically Baphomet with a cool logo over it. There is a lyric sheet. There you go. Once again, the scepter that pops up, Hashatan, to Zenial. Comparable sounds. Yeah, there we go. Comparable sound is a bit lame to say, but yeah, cool. Very good. First wave. No, second wave. But second wave still in that Greek, looking for their own sounds, like Firefall and all those other bands. Zemiel, there we go. That was basically the entire Pankraker Fest. It was incredible. I mean, yeah, everything was good. The beer, they even had Orval. That should tell you enough. Then we're going to go through these rather quickly because they came in and I left for a holiday. So some I've listened to digitally because it's Asrar. It kind of takes a long time to get them in. So I looked a bit into it before, and he announces his drops, what's coming up, so I could, or we can have time to check it all out, what you're into. These first two are from the guy on Instagram that's called Northern Blood something. I think he's from the US. He's very into guns and running through the forests. I think his last, or the full length I showed from the Asrar Fest. This is the demo that came before, Sworn to Blood by Einstadtgruppe. Teamed inappropriately, of course, for YouTube. Here he is with his gun, handing out his flag. Patriotic American, you know, into NS territory. If you look at the titles, all instruments and vocals by Ritz Faber. Very good, angry, pissed off black metal. He loves his son, I guess. Yeah, still very good demo. Very the full length blew me away. This is mainly a, you know, there you go. A get it while you can, because I picked up so much else from that drop. Yeah, this is the first one. His more tamed project is, or one of them, because he has also Verflucht, or Verflucht, and Grundhirde, the split on Nietstang. That was an ode to the Cobra guy on YouTube. I have to delve into him, but who has time to follow another weirdo? You all already follow me. This is Compatriots, his third band, but he has a lot of stuff. Intrepid American Grit. There is a Civil War picture on the cover, or a painting on the cover by, I don't know who is riding on that horse. Shane can tell me. Riffvaardig, all instruments and vocals, recorded summer of 2022, so spanking new. It is spot glossed, all the lyrics or all the titles on here. It is a bit more tamed, like I said, but not in sound. It just, he has a release on Kakar. This guy, yeah, he has good stuff. This is the white version, or the bone, I guess, because it's more yellow. What is this? Before I show it, it's all American themed war stuff, or Civil War stuff. Mel Gibson metal. So yeah, that is some USBM that is worth checking into together with the Blood Libel and whatever comes out from that neck of the world. I think that's Canadian, but you know, it's all over there. Then what is definitely Canadian is this one, Auf Norden. Great demo compilation, and then this is the full length. I think this, I listened to it once or twice. I will put it on immediately after this video is done once again, because it is that good. Is it black metal? Yes. Is Carved Cross black metal? Yes. But is it black metal? No, because it allows so much more influences than it just takes the next step. It uses black metal and Finian. I mean, he has the Ifeanach Wakam second tape on Go to Warx. He keeps producing quality stuff, but Ausnorden is his project where he is maybe the most free. He allows influences from pop. He had to cover the Phil Collins cover, of course, but there's so much more going on than just black metal, which I like. I've been buying records on holiday. I bought King Crimson, so I'm listening to a ton more these days, just for the variety, just not to burn myself out. But he does it right. There's the vocals are mainly there's a screaming black metal voice going through it. But it also allows on this one, and it reminded me of, it's a Frazetta cover. It reminded me of the Dust cover with the I think there's 3 Vikings on a mountaintop. And it also does that. It allows old heavy metal influences. There are burning leads on here. So yeah, it's just a continuation of the sound, but the heavy metal kind of rises to the forefront more than I had noticed in the other ones. Frost Eternal, Bloodstones, Nordic Ice, Return to Jotunheimer, Bathing in Bloods, Imperator, Rain and Silver, and the Blue Skylingi, I guess. Yeah. Silver foil, bam! For the nerds like me, there is an insert, of course, with a sword buried in ice. He plays with a lot of teams on here that I have not going to claim to know what is in here. His moniker is Dammerung, and I can only imagine what the artwork licensing would have cost. I think they had to, because artwork by Frank Frazetta is on here, but Bathing in Blood, originally by Honeymoon Suites, from the song Burning in Love, with adapted lyrics, so he does it again. Imperator, Rain and Silver, composed by Dammerung. Yeah. Kind of an insane sounding, yeah, kind of an insane sound, kind of an insane melange or mixture of things. Insane, more insane looking records with the center labels all comic-y. Yeah. Like I said, this was, I love the sounds immediately on third listen of the demo material by Auf Norden. And now it just, yeah, it is the bevestiging. Look it up. Yeah. Too bad they had a navy blue long sleeve, because I would have grabbed that too. Cheers. Mr. Deadbox. Then, 2 more. Beautiful ending to this video. One that I met in person, another one, of course, that we met in person. Because I talked about them so much. Carved Cross with Gothic Allure of Manifest Hallucination. That's what she said. The new EP, I guess, but I mean, with Carved Cross, it could easily be a full new release. There we go. Praxis of Concealed Burden, Departure of Submission, Awakening to Perturbation, and Termination Desire. 4-tracker. There you go. Foil stamp or spot glossed, I should say. This is the white version. I have white, black and blue now from them, so in that scheme I always pick, like everybody does, the colors that go perfect with the covers. It's Carved Cross. They have some interesting stuff. When the tape play comes, and it will come, there is a rehearsal tape from the set they did in Turin. But now it seems Aske dropped yesterday 4 new tapes and a bunch of CDRs that they have. I kind of knew, but I kept my mouth shut. They have a bootleg recording of the entire set from Carved Cross. So yeah, if you're interested, I'm sure it's sold out. New Arrow probably have copies, and I think Charlie will have copies. Maybe Legion will 10, but it's mostly centered in the UK. Then, to close off on the Christian sounds or tunes, did I show everything? Yes. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I hope this is the first of many to come. This is the Sovereign from Rudolph the Proud. I have the Catacomb Voices that came in the US box. That will pop up sooner or later. But yeah, in the influence of Mars, the first re-release of one of the full lengths by Rudolph, who has Sovereign and who has tons of other stuff probably, but I know him most by this. I have the Wolf records, and I think that's about it because they are shit hard to find. Every copy is locked in a distro in Brazil somewhere. It is insane to get them here. I even asked a Brazilian guy, hey man, to get me the records, but to get them over here, it's insane. So really glad, and I'm hoping this is the first in a trend of the re-releases from Rudolph the Proud. This is by him, guitars, bass, voice, and lyrics, all by him, and then session drums by Fausto, music and produced by Rudolph in 98, and 99, except for the Nocturnal Star in 95. So once again, starting in that period, that mid-90s period, that is of very much interest, like the period I was talking about in the beginning for the raw black metal. This is, this is building from Brazil straight into the late 90s. Like I said, the first of many, hopefully. This is the original cover for the LP. There you go. Sovereign. A guy standing in front of some boats. And Rudolph is, yeah, it's a character, this guy. There's no photo of him on here, which is... No photo, but yeah. Like I said, a character. Let's hope more will follow, but yeah. Let's delve into this one for now. We're going to delve into Northern, and then this one. That's it. Thank you to Peter, thank you to everyone I mentioned, thank you to, yeah, everybody that was there who made it a great, except for the guy in the Thor's Hammer shirt. We should have known a fate worse than that guy is not possible. He's probably a good guy, but he was so drunk and so obnoxious. I just politely asked him to go, but it seems someone floored him in the end. They floored me in the end too. So the night was spent in the car. That's private. Thank you very much. I will be back very soon because there's, it's this channel. There's shit coming in. For now, that's it. Thank you for following. I see the comments rising. I think the best videos are always when I'm in doubt of the releases, or I don't know too much about releases, because people gladly give their opinion or tips, which is fine by me. Thank you. It's all a learning curve still. That's it. Back from holiday, back on track, and I'll see you after the weekend, because this will probably... It's Sunday. Enjoy.